And the first one, you assume the blame for somebody else's action. Assume? Yes. Okay. Because you're saying, oh, I must have fucked up for them to show me.
Maybe it is true though.
Maybe it is true.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not. Who cares? You shouldn't assume blame for the reason somebody chooses to break their vow. Okay? Now, second, don't always say, oh, I'm going to fuck everybody. You also shouldn't take on the burden of somebody else and then make that the reason for you to be evil. Or for you to be whatever. I don't want to say being
it's not evil.
Being a hoe is not evil, but like, that shouldn't be the reason you're a hoe. If you're going to be a hoe, I want you to be a hoe because you love being a hoe. I want you to be a hoe because you actually enjoy being a hoe.
Oh, you can be a hoe because you have a reason for being a hoe.
Like I said, if you're gonna be a hoe, I want you to have a clear reason that is not outside of yourself for you to be a hoe. Now,
alright, fun. No. Listen, alright, you wanna be a hoe because you wanna be a hoe, right? So say you were in a relationship a year later.
Welcome to the Morning Session Studio. I'm your host, as always, with Ryan_New_Style. And next to me, I have the wonderful.
Yo, what's good? Netflix Dome. You already know.
So let me just say this, folks. This is our first recording of the new year. And me and my boy Netflix Dome over there has made it a point that this year we will try our very hardest to give you guys the best quality advice that will work. But
positivity. And you know it. Hey, I put that on me. Now, don't go out there and be crazy, but I will try to be positive.
Now, that being said, many of you guys will say to us in the comments or in person that toxicity has a good track record of working. I will not disagree with that. Nor will I agree with it. What I will say is simply this. We in the Morning Session podcast want to do better. We wish to do better. So our advice to you from now on, we will try our best to give you working advice that is non-toxic, that is wholesome. We are going to be wholesome, right?
Right. We are going to be wholesome. But just because we are wholesome and doesn't mean we can't sway every now and then and let you guys know the deal. Like, we can be wholesome and be honest about certain things, okay? Ladies, I don't want you to get your panties in a bunch. We're just trying to keep it simple. Like, my perspective is from a man perspective. Now, I can put myself in your shoes, not for too long. I gotta be in other thing. But, yeah.
Can I pause you for a second? Let me say this. That being said, we will try to be wholesome. And if there is no wholesome advice that we can give that will work, we will try our best to be as little toxic as possible, okay? We wish to minimize our toxicity to improve the advice that we give you guys. Now, that being said, there will be a few changes. We are going to be bringing you guys more in-depth topic that is less about one of my old favorite words, which was the B word. And we'll be bringing you more thought-provoking questions, more thought-provoking ideas that will inspire questions. Sometimes the idea will probably provide more questions than answers because we here will not all know it all, right?
Definitely. We don't know everything. We are doing our best.
Okay.
Such as trying to keep the light on. Like we didn't pay the bill.
Okay.
That's why you guys gotta subscribe, like, share with your friends. You know, you gotta keep the light on.
We are cutting that part out. Okay. Now, guys, that being said, welcome to the Morning Channel podcast. And today we have a wonderful topic with you guys. After I sent this text to this girl.
Oh wow.
What?
Which one? Which one?
I only have one.
Oh.
Actually, forget messing with me.
The one you claim?
Hmm?
The one you claim?
I don't claim any.
Oh.
I stopped. Look. Oh. Ooh. Oh my God, Lord Almighty. Okay, so like we said, we are only human. We will slip up every now and then. So, but we vow to be honest with you guys. So I'll be honest with you guys. The reason why I am accepting his offer of being wholesome is because I wanted to be wholesome, and I decided to do one thing that I believe I and him have agreed that should be left a little down the line. Like it should be down the line, which is claiming. I have no reason not to claim, so I claimed. And I learned a lesson that I already do, which is to not claim. Which is why I said I don't claim. Because I learned my lesson. That being said, even though I've learned the lesson and became toxic again, I will still be wholesome in the most wholesome way possible without being toxic. That being said, what we're gonna say today was can we do a rerun of this? Because this is not
it's all good, bro. It's all good. You done? You done? You done? Let's wrap it. You done? If you're done, let's go.
Okay, so we're gonna start from the very beginning?
Yeah. No, we're not starting from the beginning. We're gonna continue. You were on something. I'm just wondering if you done. Because you've been bullshitting. Alright.
Okay, fine. Okay, let's go. So the topic of today is my question. Do you have demons?
Everybody got demons. Everybody got angels. Like God says in the Bible, Jesus died for us because we are all fucking sinners. So yeah.
Pause for a second. We're not on the Bible.
Nah, I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know.
I know we said we're gonna be wholesome, but we are not on the Bible thing today.
I wasn't even reaching. I'm just letting you know, like, according to that, it's already out there. But like from like my life experience, it's like the thoughts I be thinking sometimes, it's gotta be a demon, you know.
Okay, exactly where I wanted to go with this. Those thoughts that you be getting sometimes. How aware are you of those thoughts, and how much do you think you can control those thoughts?
I'd say about 85-ish.
85.
Yeah, control. The other like 15 is out of my sight, bro. It's like sometimes I wanna be a good human being, but I do things that society would probably question me about. Not because they won't be proud. I don't give a fuck. But like they would question it.
You know? Okay. That being said, one night, let me just tell you guys this: do not mix coffee and what does that do that night? I mixed coffee and probably liquor, I think. In one night, and I was literally sitting on my bed, and my brain was like a V8 engine just going ham. And literally that night, I posted something about I'm not afraid of the demons underneath my bed. I'm more afraid of the ones in my head. It's quite poetic what I said, because like usually as a kid they tell you that you have demons underneath your bed and all that crap that kids believe in. But I was like, those demons who can actually physically hurt people like underneath the bed, they're not as bad as the one in my head. And then right then and there, I thought of this one thing, that only during hard times do people come to understand how difficult it is to master their own feelings and thoughts. Saying that only when your life is like going crazy.
One more class.
Hey yo, my boy Corey, what's going on, dog?
Yeah, I'm ready to
You want to join this in depth?
I'm about to shower.
Got a shower? Oh,
Yeah.
why you pull up then?
I'm going to the hockey.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
What time is it?
7:30.
Who's going?
Me.
Anyway. Okay, I only vow to be host of on the podcast. The life I live out here. Nigga, it's pure toxicity.
Wow.
Like I said before, Mark, you know this. I know this. Toxicity work, dog. Yeah, so you gotta balance it out. And by me being wholesome here, I'm more able to concentrate on being less toxic out there. So it all works out. Okay. So as I was saying, so what are your thoughts on just saying that on that whole part that I thought right there?
Well, like I said, bro, we all got demons. We all got angels. There are days you wake up, you really don't feel like being an angel. But it doesn't last long. But especially if you can control that. But like certain things that you do, like impact or influence your decision, it's like you gotta control that. In terms of like, you say something about emotion.
Um, yeah, I said people come to understand how difficult it is to master their own emotions and their thoughts.
Alright. For me specifically,
What about
emotions fully under control. Okay. 100%. I know when to put it on display, and I know how to just wipe it off. Quite often, it's wiped off. Not that many people can trigger my emotion. Okay, so you like this individual over here
this individual?
have like most people probably have like that side where it just fucking piss you off. But you know, like you gotta learn how to master that. You gotta learn to control that. You gotta learn how niggas. But today is not the day, but I'm not gonna let you get to me. You know. And for me, in my instance, like every day is that day. So you already know, like, but you can do your shit, but like you know, at one point you're gonna cut that shit out, and then we're gonna do serious shit. But yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna say this though. People say a lot of people say they have tough skin. A lot of people say they have their emotion under control. Oh, I can manage my emotion. That like logically and straight up reality, that is complete bull.
Oh yeah.
You listen. Like if you look at the science of what it is, what are emotions?
Emotions. I don't know how to describe emotion.
Okay.
It's like what would you describe?
Let me describe emotion to you.
Maybe you probably give me a hint or something.
Okay. Let me describe emotions to you. Emotion is created by the chemicals that your brain releases. That being said, your ability to control those is very limited to most extent.
Really?
That being said, even though you cannot control what is released, you can change or condition yourself to react to those chemicals in a different manner. Because when you're in a situation where your life is in danger, everybody's brain is gonna release the same chemical. However, everybody's gonna show different emotions and react differently in that same situation where the body is reacting in the same way. What I think you're trying to say is you are a master of the emotion you portray to people.
Yeah, definitely.
You
Definitely. It's like, well, alright. Niggas, like, sometimes, right, I just want to feel things. So I just allow myself to feel things. And I do mean allow myself. Because I can control it. I can go for, like, I can be in my feelings. You can walk in this room, I'm in my feelings. You walk out this room, I'm done. You come back, what the fuck happened? Boom, just me, right there. So it's like, I can be in my feelings, and at the same time, I can just switch it up, like, fuck this shit, you know?
Fuck this shit.
Yeah, like,
I
remember, was it freshman year or whatever? And that was this chick I was trying to holler on. And she was like, you know, I need some emotion. I need this and that. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you looking for. But I ain't 8, you know? Like, I can show you some emotion. I can show you emotion, but like, if that's like a need or a constant shit, Nah. So it's like I just put it on the spot when it's beneficial to me. If it's gonna benefit you at the time and not gonna benefit me, what am I doing it for? You know?
Can I disagree with you for a second on that one?
Of course. You have the whole table and the mic and the camera fixated on you. Go ahead, disagree with me. Like seriously, go ahead. It's okay. Just
It's okay.
like, bro. Like, go ahead.
Okay, let me say this. One of the like for the most case, most emotion is shown through the face, right?
Mm-hmm.
That being said, I think it's kind of selfish to say that if the emotion that I show only benefits you, fuck you, I'm not gonna show it.
It's kind of what? Selfish?
Yeah,
I mean, like, yeah, look. Okay. Everybody out there know that everyone in this world is selfish. One way or another. Everybody is selfish.
Can I disagree with you, but at the same time, let me speak. No.
Like,
Let me
how
say
you gonna Alright, go ahead, Charles. Go
say-
ahead, disagree with me.
Mhm.
Go ahead, prove to me, or not prove. You ain't gotta prove nothing. Just
Okay.
go ahead, explain your point.
Let me just be clear to everybody listening out there right now. I have gone through this argument 100 times in my head already. What I'm about to do is play devil advocate and stop halfway. Because halfway is when you say, you know what? Maybe people are good. Okay. Now, let me get to that halfway point with you right here. The halfway point is where you ask yourself, why would somebody help out a random stranger on the side of the road when they're busy and they have their own life shit to worry about?
Mhm.
What other reason other than the fact that some slither thing that exists in you as a person is compelling you to be good?
Oh no, just like this. Everybody has some goodness in their heart. You understand this. Everybody has some goodness in their heart. And I can tell you, I know we're not supposed to touch this topic, but his name is like an abomination to human being or whatever. But like
There's no H.
he had a good intention, man.
Pause.
Like he
Pause.
did things that would regard as evil.
Mhm.
But like his intention was good. He did some good too to certain people, just not to you. That's where you look at him and be like, man, he did this to my people. How selfish of him. He was protecting his people, but destroying our people, you know? So it's like, bro, you know, it's just on who's saying it.
Okay, can I say this? There are people in this world who, regardless of clan, association, affiliation, does good, or at least try to do good
Try.
to everybody.
That's the point. Try.
Okay, they try, and for the most part, they succeed in doing good for everybody they interact with.
Mhm.
What would you say? Would you say that those people are also selfish?
What's the motive?
To help people.
What's the motive?
The motive is to help people.
That's your only
The
motive.
motive is to better the world.
That's your only motive.
They ask for nothing in return.
Why? Why are you bettering the world? Why are you making the world a better place? What's the motive?
Okay.
That's your selfish nature, huh?
No.
You just want to be gratified. You just want people to hold you to up.
What about those that does it without regard for the fame and gratification? Because like they say the true weight of a person's character is seen by not what they do in front of people, but by what they do when nobody's watching.
Mm-hmm.
When nobody's watching, that guy who helped out this little girl struggling on the side of the road when nobody was watching, would they hit that first?
You gotta take a step right there, bro. There you go.
Who did that act with nobody watching? Did he do it for some selfish, maniacal reason? or was it just out of the goodness of his heart? Something
Never
that is,
know.
Something that is
Never know. Okay, so I can picture this, right? What's one word? Okay, so you're down in Alligator Alley, right?
Mm-hmm.
And your tires pop.
Okay.
And I pull up to your car.
Mm-hmm.
I help you.
Mm-hmm.
But you probably think like, oh wow, this guy is nice. This guy is kind. He's helping me, right? He's doing it out of the goodness of his heart, right? But you never know. Maybe before I met you, I killed the first person that I saw. Now I'm just looking to balance it out. It's like,
Stop it right there. Stop it right there now. Stop it. There's a logic. Okay, listen to what I'm about to say right now. Listen to what I'm about to say right now. There is a way to push this argument halfway through to his finite end where you say people are doing everything they do for selfish reasons.
No, trust me, there is. I'm just using this one.
No,
trust me. If you want this podcast to go for like 24 hours, I can bring up more. Trust me.
But what I'm saying is, saying people do bad and then try to do good to try to balance anything out is absolutely asinine. That is not the reason why people do good or the reason why people do bad. No, like almost nobody's that calculated to be like, so today I'm gonna wake up, I'm gonna kick a puppy. However, I'm gonna have a cat down the tree. And then to balance the world out because the puppy was really cute, I'm helping an elderly lady cross the road. Nobody go through their days thinking, oh, I just did some fucked up shit. I just cheated on my girl. Oh, let me shop. Actually, they just do that shit.
Wow. Wow. Let you take her ass on the shopping spree and she'll be like, oh my God. We got.
Wrong example. But like, you don't cheat on the test and then walk out there and be like, oh, let me help this guy study for his test. No, that is not how the world works.
No, you cheat on the test and you go to the professor and ask him, can I help you grade this? I'm just bullshitting.
What I'm saying is nobody worked out.
Yeah, but like to say like people are like not selfish. Some people have good in them that overcome the selfishness. It's pretty damn slim. It's like everybody, one way or another, is selfish in someone's eyes. No matter how much good you do in this world, someone will always look at you and be like, this selfish ass nigga.
Wait, pause for a second. Are you talking about... Okay, there are always niggas like you who think everybody is selfish. One is true. I'm not going to disagree with that part. I'm just going to say, doesn't mean you have to walk through the world thinking that everybody is doing something for some maniacal self-righteous reason.
Yes.
Of course, there are people who are doing
everybody is doing it for that purpose.
Let me finish. There are people who go throughout the world doing shit for self-righteous reasons.
Okay.
And usually you can clearly tell who those people are because they're not genuinely about what they're doing.
Yes.
However, there are people who are genuinely nice and genuinely, whether to being naive or because they've seen the actual evil in the world, want to do good because they're like, it's that you can never get rid of this evil. The only thing I can do is not be evil at that point. There are people who've reached that point in life. And then there are
I'm at my peak right now.
Peak what? Peak evil?
No. What? I'm at the peak of my goodness nature. At least I think. Okay.
If this is your peak, I do not want to see the lows.
You see that I'm at my peak or I'm close to it, right? Like seriously.
I do not want to see this boy low. Because if that is this guy's peak, if this is the top of it, if this is Everest for this guy, may God have mercy on our soul when he goes back to earth.
Bro, I'm telling you, like, okay, even like the pastor that's giving you the message to be good, right? He's doing it for a selfish reason. It's like I'm
Did you forget the part where God Himself said, "Go throughout the world and preach the good news to everybody"? Did you miss that part? He's doing what his Lord and Savior, who he believes in, asked him to do. How is that selfish?
For the simple fact that he's looking to please somebody, right?
He's looking to please somebody. That is as selfless as you get. To provide pleasure, to provide satisfaction, to provide your time, dedication, love, affection, whatever the fuck you wish to do, and you're doing it for the benefit of somebody else.
It's
that
not
is as selfless as you get.
No,
How can you sit here and
no.
call that selfish?
It is selfish because it's an obligation. You are obliged to obey God. You if you wanna
to obey any shit. Okay, all the Christians out there.
Wow.
I'm a Christian too when I say this, but you're not obliged to follow a single shit.
You're not following a single. You're following God,
Listen,
the Most High, the Divine. I say everything happened. I open my mouth and everybody shut up.
Yes, that being said, you still don't gotta follow a single thing the boy says.
But you do it for what reason then?
You do it because you believe in him. You do it because you trust him. You do it because you love him.
Uh-huh.
You do it because he's been good to you.
Uh-huh.
You do it because he promised you great and joyous things at the end of this wretched world, which is full of evil and darkness. That's why you do it.
Okay.
Now that being said, you don't really have to do it.
Wow. Okay. All I'm saying is that, bro.
By the way, my argument ain't. Let me just say this. Once more, my argument is halfway baked.
Invalid. Conclusive.
However, what I'm saying is, unless you know how to reach your point where you stop believing in human beings and start technically believing in them again, but for a whole new different purpose, I do not wish to be the one to lead you down the path of nihilism, because it is very easy to reach there once you start thinking that everybody's evil and nobody cares.
Okay.
It's very easy to go down that path.
I'm not saying okay. One thing is everybody's evil.
And nobody cares. Your life have no meaning.
No.
And your existence in this world.
No.
People. Now that being said, you shouldn't be thinking like that.
Everybody's evil. People do care for a minute and a half, depending on who.
People can care for more than a minute and a half. That is being said from a person who rarely and try his best and usually succeed in not caring.
People care. Everybody cares. For a minute and a half, and then done. Alright? If you die today, they cry, care, whatever, and then boom, they forget your life. Alright? It's the same thing. Like everybody cares.
Okay, question. Do you know who Napoleon Hill is?
Who? I keep hearing the name, but I don't know nothing about it.
That being said, do you know who Napoleon Bonaparte is?
Yeah.
Do you know who Caesar is?
And the book?
Do you know who Genghis Khan is?
From the book?
Do you know who George Washington is?
They keep rubbing it in my face, yeah.
Okay, that being said, all them niggas, you know them because they have etched their name.
They have what?
They have etched.
Okay, I'm listening.
Their name and their history.
In history. What is history?
They have made themselves a pillar of what currently exists.
Whether
it is in war or mostly in war and fucking bitches. That's literally what all the niggas have in common, except for one who is known for writing a book about them people. But that being said, all them people are known for the greatness, the great contribution they've made. So
everyone in this world, big, small, or however you may think of it, contribute to something good in someone's life. Contribute, cause say, one of the things that we discuss on this podcast is like relationship toxicness and whatever, right?
That we no.
No. I'm just gonna.
something we used to discuss. We do not delve in toxicity anymore. Okay.
Yes.
We all beyond
Yes, that's true.
Far from it.
Something that we discussed in this podcast is that you know, toxic, this and that, toxic, blah blah blah. All right. The thing is that no matter how, say you're in a relationship and someone cheated, whether it was a guy or the girl, don't matter, and someone cheated, right? That person taught you something, a valuable lesson. You can use it. You can use it like, all right, the next girl, I'll treat her differently. Or the next guy, I'll treat him differently. Or the next girl, I'll treat her like she's for the street, you know. Like, it's what it is. Like, you're not gonna put the effort in. It's like a lesson. That valuable lesson is useful depending on how you use it.
Okay, listen, can I just say this?
Everything is good.
No. Everything is good because I cannot say everything is good because some people will get the wrong lesson, you can say?
Wrong lesson?
The wrong lesson.
They just use it wrong. They didn't get the wrong lesson.
They get the wrong lesson?
No, they just use it wrong.
You just said that you got cheated on and the lesson you should have learned on that one is to not care about the next person.
No, like you have the option. Mm-hmm. You're gonna treat the next one better, mm-hmm. or you're going not to care.
Okay.
Or you can choose the latter and just stay single.
What's the lesson you're gonna learn from being cheated on? What's the lesson you're supposed to learn from being cheated on?
Like I just said, you learn that, hey, maybe it's my fault. I gotta treat the next one better. I mean, if you get cheated on, bro, I don't know what to do. Like I gotta treat the next one better. Or, man, I can't believe this shit happened. Man, fuck everybody. Let me fuck somebody.
You see, you just talked about two different lessons you can learn
from
the same situation.
The third one is completely neutral. Man, everybody out here trifling, so I'm just gonna stay to myself.
Let me get on back. How is that neutral?
It is neutral. I'm staying to myself. I'm not doing nothing. I'm not doing nothing, and I'm not doing nobody.
Okay, you see?
One. And another thing, I'm being selfish to myself. I'm keeping myself to myself. Selfish.
Cool. Oh my God. So, what were we again?
Yeah, talk about wholesomeness, well, you know.
Okay, now as I was saying before the cut, people learn different things from the same situation, and in your case, two of them were definitely negative, and one of them was
definitely negative.
And another one was also negative in my opinion.
So what?
No,
so all three was negative?
Yes, because in the first one, no. Let me clarify. Let me. Y'all need to see this nigga's face for a second. He really trying to act like he doesn't understand what I'm saying.
None of them was negative.
Okay, let me tell you why one of them is negative, and this is my opinion, personally. And the first one, you assume the blame for somebody else's action.
Assume?
Yes. Okay. Because you're saying, oh, I must have fucked up for them to cheat on me.
Maybe it is true though.
Maybe it is true.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not. Who cares? You shouldn't assume blame for the reason somebody chooses to break their vow. Okay? Now, second, don't always say, oh, I'm going to fuck everybody. You also shouldn't take on the burden of somebody else and then make that the reason for you to be evil. Or for you to be whatever. I don't want to say being
it's not evil.
Being a hoe is not evil, but like, that shouldn't be the reason you're a hoe. If you're going to be a hoe, I want you to be a hoe because you love being a hoe. I want you to be a hoe because you actually enjoy being a hoe.
Oh, you can be a hoe because you have a reason for being a hoe.
Like I said, if you're going to be a hoe, I want you to have a clear reason that is not outside of yourself for you to be a hoe. Now,
alright, fine.
No.
Listen, alright, you want to be a hoe because you want to be a hoe, right? So, say you were in a relationship a year later, and just give it a year later, bro. That's your decision now. It's been a whole year, and nothing gonna.
And as I'm saying, everybody's supposed to be awesome in this one. Third one, and the third one where you said, "Oh, everybody out here trifling." You are projecting one person decision on everybody else. For the same reason, I would have an issue with somebody saying all niggas are trash or all females are bitches.
Okay.
Not like the soft bitches, the hard one.
Did you know that one? Did you know that one apple, one bad apple, one badass banana can rotten a whole tree?
No, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't rot the whole tree. What it does, it runs all the apples around it. So what you do is you remove that apple from the pile.
And how do you do that, Charles?
You brush it.
Now, how do you do that? How do you do that?
You see that apple? Remove it, pluck it up, throw it away. Simple.
In terms of human being, how do you do that?
In terms of human being, it's simple. You dump the nigga or bitch who cheated on you.
Okay.
And you move on with your life.
But like,
and what you need to know from that situation is that it wasn't your fault that they cheated. They just was a shitty human being and like communication, self-respect, and a lot of things. But
yeah, like a lot of things. If you're willing to go that far, you miss a lot of things. Integrity, respect.
Okay, can I just say one thing too? Because like I don't want to like bash anybody who cheated in the past.
Oh, I can't.
Something you can't.
Oh yeah, nigga, like, well, what?
Mm-hmm.
Why would you get a pass? Not for me.
I don't know. But for the same reason, I don't know.
You see, you couldn't even think of them. Because it's like, there's none. Like, first of all, you're a shitty ass human being. Alright, congratulations. You make the list.
You said, congratulations, you make the list.
Yeah, like, well, you do like self-respect. Because one way you're trying to, like...
Okay, I know I was the one who said it, but, like, I was just trying to make people who cheated feel bad. That doesn't really apply.
Actually, it does.
And I'm saying that because I know a nigga who cheated. He said it before. And I want to say it's lack of self-respect. I'll say lack of control, self-control. If you really want to be technical about it, it's like actually pointing fingers like that.
I'm not pointing fingers. I'm pointing my hand because everybody's involved. I ain't doing this. I ain't doing this. I'm like, all of them. All of them.
Okay, go.
So it's like, you like self-control, self-respect, integrity. You are shitty ass human being.
You made the list. Congratulations.
Yes, you do make the list.
That was funny the way you said it.
Okay, congratulations. What else is there? Well, you just, what's the word, bro? Give me something. Anything.
Self-gratifying.
Nah, I need something lower than that.
So you're a scum?
Yes. Yes, indeed. You are a scumbag. Okay? You are at the lowest of all lows. And you do make the list. But
now that being said,
with that being said,
there is something lower than that. Those who do it and then proceed to try to tear the other person down with that information and that fact. There is a special place in hell for those people.
Well,
yes.
Damn, that's a lot of people.
What? Bro, like literally, why would you go out there, do wrong, and then proceed to use that wrong against somebody who's done nothing wrong?
That is
for the most part.
That is the selfish nature.
That's why I was pissed off when you said when somebody cheated on you, you're gonna blame everybody else, and then you're gonna blame yourself, and then
like I said, these are some of the lessons you learn, bro. These are some of the lessons.
No, that shouldn't be a lesson you learn at all from that. Lesson you should learn from that is that person was a shitty person.
Yes.
He or she wasn't for you.
Yes. Okay, say you come to that conclusion, right? That person was a shitty person and they did not deserve you. They don't deserve nobody. Period. Right? So
no, they deserve somebody who's gonna cheat on them again.
Yeah, I mean like it wouldn't affect them because it's like, it's like a game they playing. So everybody cool.
Funny thing, the niggas who cheat probably have the softest hearts. They can't handle being cheated on. Also the bitches too. But for some reason, the bitches like when they cheat, it's usually like deeper than that. So them getting cheated back on kind of hurt less because at that point they're usually disconnected from the relationship. Niggas will cheat on each other because they're niggas, of course they will.
Bro, it's just calling nuts. Just drop it.
Would you? Okay, but being wholesome mean not digging out people's dirt, even though it wasn't dirt that was done about 50 minutes ago. So let's move on to Mark. Final statement on this topic.
Mhm.
People, not everybody do things. Not everything somebody does, they do it for self-righteous, selfish reasons. There are things people do simply out of the goodness of their heart.
Oh yeah, there are plenty of things I do out of the goodness of my heart. Sometimes, I can. What was something? Let's see. Did I do anything good today? Yes, I did. I give this company 8 hours of my life.
Folks, what is wrong with this boy?
And yes,
Yo, and you know what? Out of the goodness of their heart, you're deciding to pay.
exactly. So it's like everybody's selfish, okay? One way or another, you do something, you expect something back. I give them 8 hours, I expect them to pay me. They will pay me because I give them 8 hours. It's like equivalent exchange. I'm gonna be good to you, but I want something in return. I'm not gonna ask for it because then I become this individual. But am I expecting something in return?
Okay.
Questionable. That is questionable.
Is the one you're looking for an entitled individual? Is that the one you're looking for?
No.
What are you looking
No.
for? Please explain that.
No.
Oh, wait. What's the word? A beggar?
Hey, what? What the fuck? This question. Man, you're crazy. Nah.
I'm just trying to make sense of what you're saying, where you work for a company for 8 hours and they pay you. Listen, when I say you do something out of the goodness of your heart,
That was out of the goodness of my heart. I got up at 7. I left my bed at 7.
Shut the fuck up for a second. Let me say this. When you do something in the goodness of your heart, that means you do something without expecting something in return.
Okay, fine.
Or knowing you're going to get something in return. In which case, if you got up today and were volunteering for a company that didn't pay you jack shit, now that I've been like, oh my God.
I did that.
You did that out of the goodness of your heart.
I
They're
did.
paying you.
I know that. Alright. Fine. I see what you mean. Okay, I can take that back. Was I wrong? No. One thing for sure is, if you talk to me, even when I'm wrong, I will still get my point across. Okay?
Why you saying? No. Yo, dog. This is the second time you've said this on air. Why are you saying this? Even if I'm wrong, I'll get my point across. If you're wrong, you are wrong. Admit you're wrong, and then you move on.
Just because I'm wrong doesn't mean you didn't learn anything from it. That's my point across. Okay? That's how I get my point across. I may be wrong, but you will learn something from it. And that's a valuable lesson. Therefore, you learn something. Was I really wrong? In this situation, yes, but you can apply it somewhere else. See? That's knowledge right there.
That being said, I think you guys see where I stand. I agree with him that nobody in this world does anything truly, purely, when you go down to the very core of it, for any reason other than selfish reasons. However, in their mind, their intention, which is what you, at the very end of the day, you should be looking at, for the most part, usually ends up being pure. Are there people out there who walks around thinking, oh my God, who's next baby I'm gonna kick and punt in the head? Yes, of course, naturally.
It's fun to cut a baby.
There are bastards out there everywhere. However, you shouldn't walk around thinking that everybody and everything they do, they're doing it with some evil plots. That is not the proper way you should walk around life. And if you are walking around life that way, you're missing
something.
You're missing something inside of you, and
you're missing something. Probably
Yeah.
not. Probably not the goodness, because you see evil. If you're good, you don't see evil.
Nah, if you're listen,
Yes.
if you're good, you see evil and you acknowledge evil. You cannot truly like tell this. A man who's simply nice for the sake of being nice and cannot be evil is not truly nice.
If
I
you
believe-
see no
I believe
evil,
Brother B. Peterson said
if
that.
you see no evil, then therefore you can do no evil because he doesn't know his existence.
Just because you see no evil don't mean you cannot do any evil.
You never experienced anything evil, but you know about evilness.
What I'm telling you is, what I'm telling you is, a baby has never truly seen evil in the world. Yet the baby know how to smack another baby and tuck on the face. Tell me I'm wrong on that.
How? Why would you define that as evil? Now that is a question for another.
No.
side.
No. The answer to that is clear. It's a few sentences. I am defining that as evil simply because it is an act that causes harm to somebody beyond yourself for no reason other than to do so. That's why I'm saying that.
But you don't know why the baby did it. Maybe he just wanted the other baby to wake up. Hey, I'm bored. Yo, this is
No.
the money session podcast, yo.
No, we're not done with this though.
Yeah, but I got places to be.
Yeah, let's give this people an hour.
Okay,
Let's give them a full hour and also finish up the original conversation we had.
No, sir, I got places to be. But I'm available tomorrow, Sunday, and Monday.
You see, the problem with that beat, I don't know if I'm gonna be available tomorrow. Sunday, I don't know if I'm gonna be available Sunday because like my schedule for the weekend is not set in stone, and I gotta work on a lot of things. So that's why I just want to give these people an hour right now that I can just post low amount of editing, good content that isn't part of our old toxic bullshit because we're trying to move away from that kind of toxicity.
Yes. But according to my belly, I've been at work since 7 and it's 7:30. So see, even the light is with me. Go on, do the closing. I'm hungry.
Whew. Let's end this. As I was saying before, this is not the way we should be walking through our life. If that is the way you do walking through our life, you need to do some further thinking until you can reach a place beyond that nihilism. Because honestly, to me, the way I see the world is, there is those who are naive, and then there are those who see evil, and then beyond that, further down, is those who see the truly evil of the world and become nihilists and say nothing matters, who people fuck, I'm gonna enjoy, I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do.
You know,
To the anarchists, and then beyond all that darkness, there's light where you reach, where you simply accept human beings for what they are, who they are, and you don't expect evil from them. But when evil happens, and which it inevitably does for most cases, you're not disappointed, you're not happy, you don't rejoice. You simply accept it for what it is. The best way to explain would be the same thing the monks and Buddhas talk about being enlightened. But that's for another day, and I'm not sure that. And then there's this special lady who is a Buddhist that I can bring on this podcast talk about all that knowledge and Buddhist fun stuff. So we'll leave that conversation for that day. So do some further thinking. Truly try to see human beings for what they are, from inception to death. Try to analyze their state of mind at every point, from the rich to the poor, from the communist to the capitalist, from the young to the old, from the evil to the good. Try to think of all the cases and see them for what they are and why they do what they do. That's the best way to see past this light, which this darkness, and reach the light, which is beyond this darkness of nobody cares and everybody's selfish, and I'm just gonna be out there for my own selfish purposes.
all right.
You have any closing statements?
I love this conclusion, right? Everybody, listen. I love his conclusion. And there are a lot of things that he says and that is questionable.
Such as?
No. For my own sake, I would love to do a part 2 in this conversation based off this conclusion. There's a lot, okay? There's a lot of crap that just came out of whatever he just said. And I would love the opportunity to just tackle everything. But that would require a part 2, okay? Now, with all that being said, this is the Morning Session podcast brought to you by the Morning Session Studio. And today was the first episode. We did our best to be wholesome.
No, this was the first episode recorded for the year.
Yes.
This is not the first episode of season 3, because we've been dropping out season 3, different recordings at different time, giving them different titles and stuff like that. This is going to be either 4 or 5, depending on how quickly we release it. Probably gonna be coming out on Tuesday. So I hope you guys enjoy this. If you guys want a part 3, that comes a little sooner. If you guys really want me to try to get this Buddhist monk on the podcast to talk about this whole enlightenmentalism bullshit and reaching enlightenment, like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah.
I want to see the likes up. I want to see the comment up, and I want to
That-
see the views
hey,
up. So share this podcast with your friends. Because no one
Definitely.
else is silly. We're turning over a new leaf.
Definitely want to do a part 2. Definitely want to do a part 2 because, like, I cannot let this conclusion go as it did. Okay. But stay tuned. Subscribe, like, share with your friends. The usual bullshit. Yeah. Be back for more.